Hello everybody, it's Patty here with Patty Stitches. Today is May the 19th, 2025, and this is episode 307. On today's episode, I have whips, so sit back, relax, grab your beverage of choice. I have iced tea today since it is in the afternoon. Your craft of choice, and let's chat. So, how was everybody's week? Mine was really good until Friday afternoon. I got the piano. There's no clunking keys. Everything is working beautifully, and I have started playing on it for my scheduled time to play. Friday, I went knitting with the girls, had a really great time. We actually went longer than we usually do. But yeah, it was fine. It was great. Then I decided to go grocery shopping. Found the one of the places where the concrete wasn't level and decided to fall. Yeah, twisted the heck out of my left ankle, landed on my butt, scraped my elbow, scraped my hand, felt like a total imbecile because it was bad, and it's still bad. It's still swollen. It's not broken. I've had a broken ankle. So no, it's not broken. It's just really, really sprained, bruised, swollen. I've been taking really good care of it. I haven't been doing a whole lot. We didn't have the littles on Sunday because, yeah, you know, yeah, I was perfectly happy and content to have them come if they wanted to. But my son decided that he would give me a break and let me rest. So yeah, it was a quiet Sunday, and it's been kind of quiet. I had planned on going to the gym today to at least go on the bike, but with my ankle still as swollen as it is, I decided I'll give it one more day of icing and relaxing and keeping it up. Maybe by then it'll be a little bit better tomorrow. So hopefully I will go on the bike instead of walking on the treadmill, because I don't want to put that kind of pressure on it. But I think biking would be fine because it's not weight. You know, I'm a big girl. So, yeah, it was something else. I did have some really nice people stop and help me. Had a gentleman help me up. I had a lady bring a cart to me because I hadn't even gone into the store. I was just getting to go into the store. And she brought me a cart, and I pushed the cart back to my car and went home. I hate ankles. I hate ankles. They're not fun. No, hate them. So anyway, that was my biggest problem last week. So shall we get on with the stitching? I think so. Alrighty. So I went ahead and pulled my WhipGo project, which for this month is a Symphony of Friendship by Carriage Guarded. So, and I am working this one on. Let me get my eyeballs on just a second. This is on 36 count vintage country mocha, and I believe it's by Zweigart. And I just did a few more leaves, so I'm just adding the leaves on. I hope you guys can see it. I don't have the ring camera on because the ring camera seems to go really bright. I did open the curtain from across from me, and it's an overcast. Looks like it's going to rain, so lighting might be a little off. Sorry about that. But I did some more of the leaves. I think I did that one and those two, and then started a third one there. So yeah, this is going to take me forever because those leaves are something else. And I am using the called for floss with that. Okay. Then I've been having a really good stitching week, and you'll see that because this one I stitched on the 13th, so dark 13. And I did my Halloween at Hawthorne Hollow. And this one is by Carriage House Samplings. I am stitching this one 40 count Heritage by Picture This Plus. And I got a block finish. So according to WhipGo, I only needed to get a block finished. My block is finished. So yay! I do need to put in the straw to get him finished, but I didn't want to do that. So there's some back stitching or long stitches of straw that still need to be added. But other than that, it's done. So here is where I'm at. I believe I pulled, the next one I'm going to work on is this block, which is Sleepy Hollow block. So it's this block right there. I could go and do this block because I've already got a small start on that block. I have the lightning bolt. Let's see. One of the lightning bolts on this block is done, but I think I'm going to do this one next. And then maybe come down here and do a couple skeletons and then jump back up here and go back and forth on these to get the rest of it done. So this obviously is still staying in the rotation for the 13th and the end of the month. If it's 13th or the end of the month is a weekend, it doesn't get touched. But there we go. I'm going to start on that one. So exciting. Again, I'll show you again. Yay! Block finish. So super happy. And it gets out of the frame to get a little bit of a rest until the end of the month. So that'll be good for it too. Okay. And then I worked on Hawthorne Hill by Rosewood Manor, and I'm stitching this one on 28 count Gingerbread by Swigart. You guys can see that. Like I said, I don't know how dark it is for you guys, but hopefully it'll be okay. And this one I am using the called for floss. And I did the E. I did this whole circle and all of the green that you see here. So I did quite a bit on this one, because I did decide to go page over and then down. So yeah, let me show that again. I am right here. So yes, absolutely love this pattern. I absolutely love working on it. It's 2 over 2. Sometimes I really like 2 over 2 because a lot of the stuff I'm doing now is 1 over 2. Okay, and then I had something else scheduled for this day, and I ended up working on 2 different projects, or 3 different projects actually. I worked on Steampunk. I worked on Put a Bird on It, because it's going to take me a while for some of these, since I like to do the full block instead of just doing the monthly chunk. So here is Put a Bird on It. It is a stitch along with the Sunshine Stitchers. I am stitching this one on 36 count. I think I lost the tag, didn't I? Yes, I did, and I forgot to find it. I think it's a 36 count. Is it Mirage? No. Oh, it's kind of like a bluey green. Anyway, I am working on this particular block. So to get this one accomplished for May, let me get that piece, but let me show you. That's where I did all of that on the 15th. And this one would have been just the half of the block. So If I just wanted to end, I would have just done that much. And that's almost pretty much what I did. There's a little bit left that would have finished off this part for May, but I'm going to go ahead and just finish that. So May and then June is going to be that section there. So, yep, and I have this scheduled to come out tomorrow. So I may change that up and move Symphony of Friendship in its place maybe, or I don't know. I'll just have to wing it, see what I'm feeling like, because I just stitched on this, so maybe I want to stitch on something completely different. Maybe I'll do this one in Friendship next week. So we'll see. I also worked on the ABCs by the Prairie Schooler, and I was working on E. Well, I got E finished, so that was super exciting. And I worked a little bit on F for friend, and then I went, okay, I'm done. So let me pull this up here. So here is E, and what I had left on E was the 2 bobbins, and I realized, or the spools, that this spool is bigger than that spool, but I wasn't going to tear it out. I wasn't going to adjust it. I wasn't going to fix it. I just decided to leave it be. So there is what I've gotten accomplished so far. And then of course I've blocked in all the rest. And if you haven't been with me for a while, this I started as a mania start several years ago. I can't even remember how long it's been. It's been a while. And my mania was taking this for the 26 days and just work as much as I could in that day. So what I mostly did was when I would just block out. I would only do the bottom blocks. So you can see I just did these little bottom blocks just to get myself oriented. Like this one, I hardly even stitched it all, but I blocked it all out. Hopefully you guys can see all that. Just so I knew where I was going to be when I picked it up again. Oh no, oh no. Iced tea just fell all over the floor. Sorry. Emergency. Okay, I'll deal with the rest of it later. But none of the projects are injured. Thank goodness. Okay. So anyway, that's what I did. And then when I went to do this, I did the block and then counted up. That way everything would be on track and I could get it. And all I'd have to do is just pick up the next one and go. So I started on the F. So I did that and this little bit, and that was all. So yeah, I didn't work a lot on this one, but I really did enjoy doing it because this is another 2x2/2. So this one might come out a little bit more. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Okie dokie. Oh, oops. Let me get this all folded up. I mean, it's going to take me years. This is going to be one of those, it's going to be forever to do, but that's okay. I will just go with the flow. All right. I guess I'll just stick it up here. Okay. Then I worked on the Blue Flower Autumn Bee because I made an executive decision, and every Friday I'm going to bring out a bee. Autumn bee and sleeping bee until they are finished, because I think it's going to be really pushing it with the autumn bee, but the sleeping bee I should be able to finish before the end of the year if I work on it every Friday. So you'll be seeing a bee pattern for the rest of the year. Anywho, except August, which I haven't talked to you guys about yet, which I won't until July. So anyway, Autumn Bee by the Blue Flower. And this is being stitched on the called for fabric, which is it 32 count? I didn't think I was doing 32 count. Let's see here. Yep, 32 count French Country by Witchold with the called for Dinky Dye silks. And this one I worked on the flower, and I finished this acorn and did this acorn, but I'm really loving that flower. That flower was so much fun to work on. There's one more color that needs to be done here. This is the end of page. Is it the end of the page? Yes, that is the end of the page. So this is the end. So I still have quite a bit of that page to go, but I was really happy to get that flower going, and it's really pretty. It's kind of hard to tell that there's two colors in there, but there is. There's like a pinky red and a red, but the pinky red has more of the similarly hued red, so it's really kind of hard to see. Even, you know, when I'm looking at it, it's kind of hard to tell, but there's two colors in there. So very happy with how this one's turning out. I really do enjoy working on these bees. And this one is nice because this one uses 2 floss over 2 fabric. And the sleeping bee only uses 1 floss over 2 fabric. So it's even complete a little bit different. So that is nice also. Oh, let's put that down here. Okay. The last thing I worked on, of course, is Heaven and Earth Designs Steampunk Portal. I am stitching this on 25 count, easy count, 1/1. So I'm absolutely happy to inform you that I got page 6 done. So page 6, yay, is completed. And then here is page 7. So when I finish this, I will have finished the first stage of the stitch along, which means I can get the rest of the 11 project or patterns that they were offering. So I'm really jazzed about that because, as you know, I want Jelly World and I think it's super cute. Am I ever going to work on it? I don't know, but at least I'll have it because that's the one I really want too. So I did start. This is 939 is completed. 823 is completed, and I am working on 310. So I really do like that system of picking out the colors that have the most and then stitching them. I really do like that. It does sometimes get a little bit hard to navigate the stitching because it blocks off some of the blocks, but I think I'm finding it easier to do. And since I am kind of on a push with this one, getting the bigger blocks done quicker helps immensely, because then when you slow down on the confetti stuff, you don't feel like you're constantly doing it. You know, it seems to work out so much better and so much faster in the beginning. So that is where I'm at on this. I'm loving this so much. It's so much fun. So much fun. So, plans. Let me look. I actually brought my book in. I really don't have a lot of plans. Like I said, I had put a bird on it supposedly tomorrow, but probably will not be tomorrow. It'll probably be next week. And then the Steampunk Portal. So I'll probably just grab whatever catches my eye. I will talk to you guys at the end of the month about how I'm going to be changing things up. I have liked doing the 25 and 25, but I'm burnt out with it. So I'll just do it now. I am going to stop doing the 25 and 25 June 1st. I'm going to go ahead and put all of my stuff back, and except for, of course, Halloween at Hawthorne Hollow, the bees, Steampunk Portal, and Put a Bird on It. Those are all going to stay out, and they're going to be worked on because I've already got some of those in my calendar already, but the rest of them I'm just going to pull from all of my stash so I can get some work on some other things. I do definitely want to keep ABC at least once a month to work on that, but other than that, the other ones will just come up when they come up, and it will make Sampler September a lot easier if I do that, because I do have samplers in there that I'm not working on, and I may even start some, because yeah, I'm not gonna no new starts this year. I'm gonna do what I want to do. So yeah. Looking around, I really don't have anything else to talk to you guys about. I hope that you are all staying safe, healthy, and happy. And I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.